So the Petco half off deal has been going on, but I come to realize that Petsmart and Pet Supply Plus are actually cheaper than Petco now. Especially since they don't give 15% on their tanks with their Vital Care. So might be switching up to Petsmart. Actually Pet Supply Plus, because they're the only ones that have the Aqueon 10 gallons, which fit all my racks. But the whole reason I'm making this video is for the racks that I'm gonna build. And now Petco changed all their tanks to Imaginariums, which their sizes are not regular standard size tanks. There's a reason why we have standards. I wish they would have stuck with them. But anyways, ran over 7 10 gallons, 2 levels of those, bottom 125. And there's only one spot in this fish room that isn't done and doesn't have a rack. Yes, that one. It's time. Plus I got another rack cut for somewhere else. I wasn't sure if I was gonna film any of this, but I figured, hey, why not? Some of you guys might like it. So what I got over here is 110 gallon ponds, and I've been using them to grow out Synergo rainbow fish. I do have a braiding basket in there as well. This is got some of those gold ring danios in it somewhere. Hopefully they didn't get up underneath that thing, which they may have. I'm not seeing, oh, there's one. I saw one scooting. But I don't know if they actually had any babies. And then next to them, I got another 110 gallon pond. So this is the space, 110 gallon ponds. Well, actually my racks, which I'm putting 125s, won't take much more space than these did. Plus I'll get more to level up on. Which I'm thinking this new rack will be my Blue Glorious breeding rack, plus more. But in the other 110 gallon tub, I've got the Jesus Marie live bears. There's quite a bit of those in here. I had some tetras in here. I'm hoping they would breed out, but they did not. I still got some cardinals in there. I haven't had any luck. I mean, of course, they're not going to with these live bears, so obvious. Duh. But now's the mission. I've got to catch all these fish out, put them in a new spot, and also just kind of take care of things over here and find homes for all this stuff, which I have no clue where I'm going to put it. Also, for a new rack. Then I'll be cutting a lot of wood, slapping on paint, and cleaning up tanks. Because you know they always have these smudges and blemishes, so you just got to work out who built these things. And to figure out the dimension, pretty easy. I've got a 125 here, 18 and a half. And then I want to do 10s above, so that's 20 and a quarter. So I'm going to go 20 and a half for the depth. So it'll be 20 and a half deep. And then I took the 10 gallons, lined them up with the 125. You can see it just a little longer, not much though. So pretty close, pretty tight fit for 7 of them. And we're at 73 and a quarter plus a smidge. So we'll say 73 and a half. Because it's better to not have it too tight. Give yourself a little wiggle room. Because nothing's worse than cutting it and then just being barely too tight and you lose a tank. And or the big dog doesn't fit. That would suck. And then I gotta go 120 high because, well, 10-foot racks. And with them being taller tanks, I do like to go doubled up on them. Just because I want them to last pretty much forever. And in Florida, we get hurricanes, so more hurricane proof they are, the better. I mean, I'm hoping these at least hold the wall there. So that's gonna be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 2x4s just for the long way. You can see those I didn't double up because they're just plants. So I guess I don't need to double up at the top, but it does make the math a bit different and more to mess with. So I don't know. See, these I did double up. And since I have 20 inches left out of 96, which is total of 93, I will be able to get these out of those. So that's good. And then this will also be my top size, which will need 5. Now, as far as getting all these babies in here, I had to get rid of all the plants in here, which they're just covered in algae anyways, guppy grass. I got that everywhere. Just catch these guys out. And of course, the other fish was underneath there. So that's why I didn't get no breeding out of them. Which the whole reason why I had that extra piece in there was to make like a beach slope side, because they do like to breed up on embankments, like beach sides. All right, so got that cleared out. Let it settle a little bit. That way I can see the babies better. And now, get this one prepped. I don't know how good my audio is. I dropped my phone into the pond. But here you can see I've got a lot of babies I pulled out of there. Now, I don't know. I mean, they should all be Synergos. Maybe some gold ring Daniels got through, but they all seem the same. Here are the Jesus Marie, the Jewel, Live Bear. You can see the sparkles on them there. I know there's at least, that one's nice and prego, ready to pop. I know there's at least one still in there. Also got some random rainbow fish, at least one still in there too. You can see how cloudy I made it trying to catch them. So I'm gonna let that simmer down before I get the other ones. And these guys coming outside. All right, next step, get the water out, get the sand out, get these moved out, and I will come back to you guys with a nice clear space. Oh, and I almost forgot, I didn't need 24, I'm doing 2 of these, so I need 48 2x4s and 10 tops. Which doubling up may be a little overkill on each rack. Which most racks, you don't need this much. It's just, it's a 10-foot rack and I'm doubling up the long ways. And once again, it's 2 racks. So the siphon hose wasn't working for this, so I had to use the 5-gallon bucket to get the water out. But now, time to get the old trusty, rusty shovel. Get this out. What a mission and a mess. And the trick with this is I've got to get this all cleaned out, all of it. Because I actually have to flip this on its side to make it out that door, because it won't go out any other way. So I've got to have this clean and dried by tomorrow, before tomorrow, to get it out. So what I did is I took my dumbbell here, tilted it up, all the substrate that was on here, I grabbed some water from there, rinsed it off with that, washed it down. I'm gonna work my way down from there. I wish I had a wet vac and space for it in here, but I just don't. Right, one down, one to go. Boards are cut, now to sand and paint them. I gotta hurry up, trying to get these 125s in before it rains. Got 8 more of those to cut, but it's time to start painting. What a mission, trying to get all these painted in time. This thing is killing my thumb. And the air is just so hazy today. And so it begins. And just like that, the racks are in. And it actually left me with a lot more space here than I thought it would. So it's got the 125s down there below. I have a place for my water bucket, which I did not expect, which is awesome. Ladders go back there. It'll be all cleaned up and finished now. That was the last spot in this whole fish room, really, that needed to be done. I got these tanks. Still some plumbing to do, but maybe one day we'll change this where, I did the math to see how many of those I could fit this way. That's a lot of work, and I'd have to get rid of my storage. But who knows? I love this. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe one day in the way future, I'd have to get a whole nother barn for that. But they're in. The last spot is done. I don't know. It's pretty freaking cool. And those that are fans of the rope fish, since they're here in the sunlight. Hey, fellas. And for the process of putting these together, I actually put on this front piece, not this one, but But I tie all these in first, and then I put this as the face of it. So you can see it's screwed, just holding that on. But on the side, it's screwed into both boards. It is holding all that weight on the screws. They are decking screws. I use the exterior decking screws, the deck mates, really strong screws. Have held for me a long time. I've been using them ever since I really started doing this. But as you notice, I did not have enough tops on that rack and still had to paint those. But the beauty part is just being able to come out here, see my tanks. There's a lot of inspiration for what I'm gonna do back here. Hopefully this year. I mean, we'll see how things go, but it's looking pretty sweet now, and it's a nice little setup. It's hard to complain. And the ponds, I'm super excited about. I really know what I want to put around in here. But anyways, we'll do a whole update on all this stuff and the channel with all the other stuff that's been going on in here. So if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.